How to turn $0 into $10,000 in the next 30 days. What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to make your first $10,000 wholesaling real estate. Now, the best part about this is a challenge. This is not a tutorial. This is an actual challenge. And more importantly about a challenge like this is I'm going to show you and actually work with you and help you on the entire process on getting your first wholesaling deal or just making, another 10 grand in wholesaling. I don't think anyone can ever say no to $10,000 in wholesaling real estate. And so we're going to be breaking down today exactly how to do this in this live challenge. Now, I have a secret special name for this challenge. I'm not going to tell anyone yet. We will reveal that too. We're just going to get some people hop on here for a second. But let me know, guys. Where's everybody coming from? Let me know in the comments. Where's everyone out of? Are you in Dallas? Are you out here in Miami? Where are you out in the world? Let me know. Love seeing all the countries and everyone from anywhere. So a lot of people are like, why is there a Dog the Bounty Hunter background, right? Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, can a man not have a majestic background today? Can we not be blessed by Dog the Bounty Hunter today? Is there a problem with that? There's not a problem. That's what I thought. Okay. That's what I thought. All right. PA, Buffalo, Rochester, St. Pete, India, sick, Jersey, Missouri, Texas. Let's see. Florida. Let's see. DFW. Kind of hunt down some properties. I'd like to see that. We kind of got everyone around here. So this is exciting. We got getting some people on here. So let's keep it up. I need to close my first deal now. Awesome. I'm excited. So let's talk about it. Okay. Now we're getting everyone on here. We're getting ready for this challenge. It's like, what in the world is going on here? So let me reveal exactly what in the world is going on. So we got Cleveland, Houston. We got everyone in the house tonight. Cleveland. Let's see here. Got a lot of H-Town in here. Queens, New York, Kentucky, Cooperstown, Buffalo. Awesome. Love to see where everyone is here coming from. So let's kind of break this all down and share what this challenge is, why I'm doing what I'm doing about it, and let's share exactly what's going on. So I am dubbing it. You can dub it whatever you want, but this is my 0 to 10K challenge. Now, I want everyone to know this is not the 30-day wholesaling challenge. The 30-day wholesaling challenge is going to be in July. Now, you might be like, Zach, what's the difference between this challenge, because you're making money, wholesaling, versus going out here and doing the 30-day? Well, the 30-day wholesaling challenge is massive. The 30-day wholesaling challenge is going to be the biggest it's ever been this year, and I cannot tell you why, but it's going to be pretty crazy. That's all I can tell you. Okay, everyone knows I'm big on the value part. I'm going to make it better than ever, right? I sit back every year and say, how do I improve this? And I always improve it, right? But this challenge is a little different. This is actually what I'm going to do, a permanent challenge. Now, I might be like, Zach, what do you mean by a permanent challenge? Now, I'll explain, okay? If you've been in freewholesaling.com or in the community talking with everyone, right, you kind of might understand a little bit of what I'm talking about, but it's getting a little crazy. So let's talk about this, right? What's the problem? Why am I doing this right now? Why is this challenge? Well, first, I want to get everyone some momentum before July. Obviously, we got to get some deals, but here's the biggest problem I'm seeing in wholesaling right now, right? I'm helping everyone get rich wholesaling. I'm helping as many people as possible have success doing deals and just making money in this business, right? Now, the main issue here is I can give you everything, but for so many people, it's still not enough. I don't understand why, but it's just not enough for some of y'all. And what I mean by this is I can go out here and give you a contract. You're still going to say, I can't find your contract, Zach. I can go out here and give you all these MAO calculators, right? I have a AI repair cost calculator. And people still ask, right? I get to this day, people have my first deal, can't find a buyer, right? Keem, your name's Coach. I don't know why, but you're asking why you can't find a buyer. Obviously, in freewholesaling.com, we teach exactly how to find buyers. So it's like, how can I just make this it's like I have to spoon feed this even harder. Now, the truth is, right, we got to kind of treat this like, how do I say this the right way? We got to treat to a point where if 100 people join the community, right, only 10 of them are going to take action. And I'm okay with that, right? But I don't want to leave those people that still, they need extra help more than anything, right? And then those are easy, I can just steal 10 grand from them, do a little coaching program. I ain't going to do that. So it's like, how do I help those people? I'm not going to take their money because some of these people they have to pay you 7 grand and then they'll start paying attention. So how do I make it even easier for you, right? It's like, what do I do? And I don't want to make it easier, right? Like, I feel like dumbing it down or making it easier is just counterintuitive. So it's like, how do I just provide more value? Well, this challenge I've been thinking about, like, how do I provide more value? I started thinking about it. What's the number one thing that just causes people just the most pain in wholesaling why they can't do deals? It's always lack of volume. And so the one thing I can't do for you in wholesaling is I can't cold call for you. I physically can't go out here and call the leads for you. Okay, that's ridiculous. Okay, well, a lot of issues people have is they just still to this day don't want to pull niche data, right? I was talking to a guy yesterday and he has X leads and he knows who he is, but like, he's just telling me, I'm calling, but like, I'm just having no success. And he's in Norfolk, Virginia, by the way. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I'm just having no success. And I'm like, I'm nice, but I'm like, what? Like, do you want me to hold you in the fetal position and say, oh, it's okay, I know it's all terrible. Oh. No, I do it the nicest way I can. And I'm basically like, well, I don't accept your thesis. He's like, what do you mean? He said, Norfolk, Virginia is just too saturated, doesn't work. I said, I don't accept that. I closed 4 deals last month in Virginia. He's like, well, I was like, I refuse to accept that. And he was just like dumbfounded. Like, I'm like, tell me, why do you believe that Hampton Roads area sucks for wholesaling? He says, oh, because I called, not a lot of people pick up. I said, what's your contact rate? He says, I don't know. And not to make fun of the guy, but it's just like, if you don't know your numbers, like what's the issue? But the thing is, all he was doing is just pulling a list and calling it, and he wasn't pulling any niche data, and that was his main issue. I'm like, you drive for dollars? He said, well, I drove for dollars for a day. I'm like, he said, driving for dollars didn't work because I did it for a day in a bad area. I'm like, oh, bro. And I'm like, you like any sports? He's like, I love jujitsu. And I'm like, well, I mean, I'll be honest. Like, if I went out and trained jujitsu for a day, do you think I'd beat you? He says, no. And I'm like, wow. So me telling you that, oh, wow. If I train jujitsu for a day and then I try to go in a competition and I don't win, I'm like, well, jujitsu doesn't work. It's like, no, you just got to practice it hard. And I kind of told him in jujitsu terms, because I do a little training jujitsu, right? I do a lot of combat sports. I love combat sports. But the thing about it is I'm like, well, for most jujitsu guys, right? If you could just learn how to do a rear naked choke and to defend the rear naked choke, right? You're going to be better than most beginners. And then that's kind of the fundamentals. Then you kind of grow from there. It's like, you just need the fundamentals, man. And so he has a job. He's got to do 100 driving for dollars leads. He'll get back to me. But the problem is so many people just, and I said, well, why don't you pull the code violations? He's like, it was just a little hard. So I just gave up. And I'm like, dude, what? Come on. And so the biggest problem I've been having with people is they know the list they have to do, but they still don't do it, right? And so here's the thing, right? And a lot of people use this as justification. And I could use this as justification to go delete everything out of freewholesaling.com and then pop up a $7,000 course, right? Book a call with the team, whatever stupid thing, right? I could just justify it and basically, be a little rude. But how do I say this the right? Like, I could basically just justify it in the way that if you don't pay money, you're not going to do the work, right? I could justify it in that way where if you just don't give me cash, then you won't work, because if that guy paid me 8 grand, he'll probably just start thinking, oh, wow, I should probably do what he says. So the truth is, you know what you have to do, but you just ain't doing it, right? And so it's just kind of like a diet program, right? And so if I want to justify in my brain why I should sell you a $10,000 coaching program, and no one could really be a hater on this for me, but I could say, well, here's the thing. The information is all out there, right? Everybody has the same information of how to lose weight, right? Eat healthy and work out. So if information was the reason, and I've learned this more this year than anything else, that the information is just not enough for you to become successful in wholesaling. Because everybody knows if you're fat, no offense to anyone who's fat, but you know that you're supposed to work out an hour a day and not eat junk food. Still, you know this, but you still don't do it. And it's like, whoa. And so I've kind of been working more and more in freewholesaling.com and all the information that's like, well, now maybe I have to go help you with the implementation part. And this is why I have a $10,000 program, because it's all about the implementation. Like, so if I was in your face telling you that don't eat that, don't eat that, eat that, that's more accountability. Now, I truly believe we should do this all for free, right? I truly believe that in my heart. So that's what I do. But the thing is, I could justify that very, very easily, right? The information, anyone get the information, it's not going to make you successful. And that's what coaches say on both the calls type thing. The thing is, the information is not going to be the thing stopping you from losing weight or not. People still need to take their Ozempic, because still they know they're not supposed to. You know literally what Ozempic does? Ozempic is a semaglutide. And basically what that means is it just makes you less hungry. So fundamentally, it doesn't just burn fat. What Ozempic does is just makes you not as hungry. So you eat less when you're not hungry, right? That ghrelin hormone. And so if you guys could literally get the same, everyone's like, oh, I want Ozempic. All you have to do is just eat less. Seriously, just eat less. You're doing the same thing as taking Ozempic, just eat less food. Whatever food you ate yesterday, count the calories. I promise everybody, if you're fat, you eat 1,500 calories a day, you will lose weight. Most people don't want to do that, but I'm just telling you. So the information's there. Some people still need to take Ozempic just to lose the weight, but it's like, just eat less food. Fundamentally, that's what it does. So if you pay me $8,000 and I was on your butt every day about doing your KPIs and things like that, I would be doing the same thing you can do for free, which is just making you do the actual work. Now, let's keep going on here. Okay, let's keep doing this. All right. So what could I do to make this better? Well, I learned human beings are motivated pretty much by three things. All right. And I'm just be straight up. Most human beings are motivated by three things. Okay. They're going to be motivated first and foremost by love, right? Love of family members and protecting them and doing well for them, right? Number two, they're motivated by sex, just how mostly guys are. I'm not trying to be weird, but like that's a motivating factor of a human being, right? We can debate that all day. And then the third motivating factor is money. So those are the three things that motivate people to a point, right? It's usually it's pleasure, respect, love, pleasure, and money. But really money will kind of get the things you want to. So those are the three things human beings are motivated by. So how can I increase this in wholesaling? Well, one of them we're not going to do. Okay, we're not going to incorporate that in freewholesaling.com. So let's take that one off. Okay, love. Your mama loves you. We're not going to add love into this. Okay. So what's the only really thing of a human motivating factor I can inject here into wholesaling? Well, I can motivate money. That's pretty much why we are getting into wholesaling real estate, right? For the money. Now, what money can get you? Money could probably get the other two things. But the thing is, those are the two motivating factors I could probably get you to get into wholesaling real estate with. So what you can do is we can make money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start giving you bounties for getting deals. Now, I might be like, Zach, what do you mean by this? Well, technically, I know this is the stupidest thing I've done, but it helps a lot of people a lot, right? Is I try to get you to get your first deal, because if you get your first deal, you make 20 grand, that changes your life. But most people still don't like that enough. So I got to add something extra. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start creating bounties. And this is why, so what we're going to do is call this the Bounty Hunter Challenge. All right. This is what we're calling this, the Bounty Hunter Challenge. That's why we have Dog the Bounty Hunter out here. Okay. And basically what this is is I'm going to give everyone every single month a bounty, and they have to just be a bounty hunter. Okay. Just like Dog, the bounty hunter. All right. And you're just going to hunt down the bounty, right? Your childhood dream. And so what I'm going to be doing is I am going to basically give you the wanted poster. I'm going to tell you who is wanted. I'm going to give you a prize, and then you are going to go get a deal from that list. Pretty much it. So I'm going to give you guys your wanted posters. You're going to fill the bounty, and you're going to get a reward. To make it even easier for this challenge, I'm going to give you the list, and you're just going to mark it. That's all you need to do. Now, you can JV with me. I don't really care. I mean, yeah, I'll make money if you JV with me. Who cares? But whatever. So I'm going to filter out a list. I'm going to pull it for you, and then I'm going to skip trace it for you every single month. So this kind of eliminates every excuse. So what is the list for this challenge for today? Well, here is my wanted poster. All right. So this is the bounty hunting challenge. Okay. We got X leads on the wanted poster. I don't know why. But basically, dead or alive, I have pulled every vacant high equity in Dallas that is filtered out correctly. And if you can get a deal from this list and prove it to me, I will go out here and give you X leads for a year for free. X leads for a year, absolutely for free. That is the first bounty I'm giving out today. Okay. We are going to be a wholesaling bounty hunter. That is completely right, Kelly. So we have a new wanted poster. Now, what do we do with this wanted poster? We are going to get the Dallas high equities, which I'm going to give you today. It's skip traced. It's got the emails. It's got everything you need. And we are going to start attacking that. So it's pretty dang cool. So every single month, I'm going to go pull a nice X leads list. I'm going to call it the X leads. I'm going to call it my bounty list for the month. So you're going to start hearing it. And every month, I'm going to give you a bounty list of 5,000 leads. And everyone can get it, which kind of sucks. But you take the bounty and you just go out here and market the list. First person in the deal gets the prize. That's pretty dang gangster. And the cool part is that gives everyone free lists. And you go out here and do it, right? Now, the best part about this is now you don't have to complain to me about, oh, Zach actually says I'm a free trial. So the reason is we can't really do a free trial on X leads anymore because the AI is about to be implemented into X leads. And I just can't let 3,000 people on a trial in a month go out here and use the AI because the AI, I'll be honest with you, is very expensive. And we're just going to use people that are actually paying for X leads to use it. So everyone likes the free skip tracing. So I'm just going to give everyone 5,000 free skips for a specific list. Now, this just isn't every Dallas vacant high equity, right? This is every Dallas County high equities vacant. I put years ownership, at least 5 years. I made sure it's in the market range. I make sure it's not on market. I make sure there's no active investors. I'm giving you the emails, the calls, all this data. I'm going to delete this in a month. So actually, I'm going to delete it in June. June, I'm going to do a new one. So you're only going to get this, I think, for a week. So make sure you go out here and do it, right? But this is going to be my wanted poster for the X lead stuff. So every single month, I'm going to get a new lead list. And I think I've never seen anybody in the wholesaling game do this. And I think it's kind of cool. Now, no one really has the balls to go. I mean, I'm not going to get there. But most people can't afford to skip trace 5,000 leads, let alone 60,000 like I can with just one account. Because you have X leads, and X leads is pretty dang cool. And with X leads, you can get 60,000 skip traces a month absolutely for free. And so it kind of promotes X leads, but everyone gets it absolutely for free. So this is the X leads bounty list. So X leads is sponsoring this, I guess. So yeah, that's the data. And you go get a deal from X leads wanted list. Now, that is not the only bounty that I have. That is the bounty prize. So if you get a deal from an X leads list, which a lot of people do, you get a cool prize. But I have something that's not a bounty, but I'm going to do this every single month because I think it's actually kind of cool. And maybe I'll give another prize. I got to think about what prize I can do for this. But I'm also going to do something called the government list of the month. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think about this? I'm doing something called the government list of the month, which means I'm going to go out here because some of y'all are lazy bums. Not all of you, but some of you. You don't want to go pull the government list and do it yourself. So I'm going to find the hardest government list to pull for a decent sized city. and I'm going to pull the data. I'm going to filter the data. I'm going to skip trace the data, and I'm going to do a lot of cool stuff. And so every single month, I'm going to be pulling a specific niched out government list, and I'm going to give it to you guys for free. Now, I can't, XLeads can't sell it because you can't sell government data. So I'm just going to give it out for free, which I think is pretty cool. And it's going to be skip traced, emailed, all that stuff. And so this month, we are going to do every single open code violation in Fort Worth, Texas. So it's kind of matched with Dallas. So I want to kind of keep them together. So I'm going to pull in an area. I'm going to pull a XLeads list and then a government list in the area and make it hard. Now, I'll be honest with you. It was very, very, very difficult to pull the Fort Worth code violation list. Okay. It was very, very difficult to pull that list. The reason why it's very, very difficult to pull the Fort Worth code violation list is because Fort Worth does not give zip codes with their government data. So the Fort Worth data set had 0 zip codes. So we had to go out here and geocode it, which was insane to me. So we had to geocode it. I had to create a Python script and then run the script with a Zapier API with XLeads to go match the zip codes. So very, very difficult. The average person can't do that. I'm going to be straight up with you. The average person just cannot do that. And there were 5,000 Fort Worth code violations that were open, which I think is absolutely a madhouse to do. So I had to filter out good wholesaling properties in Fort Worth. And now the list is out here for everyone absolutely for free. And we're going to do this for the month. So it's pretty cool. Now you might be asking yourself, Zach, holy moly, how do we access this? How does this stuff work? What in the world is going on here? Okay. So for example, all right, where is it? Teresa said it right here. So you already filtered the info. We just have to call it. Yes, it's literally all you have to do. So Bella says it's great. It's going to help. Jimmy loves it. Love to see it. What are the filters again, just in case we want to pull the hierarchy list in our backyard? That's pretty cool. I should probably write what I did. So I did 5 years ownership. I did nothing more than about 500,000. I made sure it's individual or trusts only. It was not on the market and no active investors. This means somebody who owns like 5 or 6 rental properties, they are not on that list too. So I filtered out pretty dang niched. For Dallas, I niched out pretty well, I think. So I'm pretty proud of it, right? The thing about it is the Fort Worth, Texas one was a lot more difficult to do, but I'm going to do that pretty cool. And then I think we can go and do another big city next time and just pull that list. But what I want to do is just make it easier for everyone to do it. So how do we access this list? Well, I'm going to give everyone who's watching this live, only for the live people, I'm just going to give you guys the spreadsheet. So let me drop the spreadsheet for everyone in here. If you're watching the replay, I'm going to make it a little more difficult. If you want to watch the replay, you have to be in my free wholesaling community, which only costs $5,000 a month. Just kidding. That's a joke. It's a joke. Okay. It's free. Obviously, it's the largest wholesaling community out there, period, because it is the most valuable, best one. And it's obviously free. So go to freewholesaling.com. And if you go to freewholesaling.com, you'll be able to get this data set. How do you get it? Well, it's pinned. So let's go to freewholesaling.com really quick. And let me show you. So right here, freewholesaling.com, we currently have 31,600 of my best friends in the world. And we started freewholesaling.com, I think 6 months ago. So pretty dang cool. But what you can do is we are going to be dropping this. I'm calling it the list of the month. And pretty much it's right here. So I did a couple things. First and foremost, I added a bunch more markets. So what we actually do in freewholesaling.com, which I think is super valuable, is we have our nationwide government list data set. And what this basically is, which is insanely valuable, is no one else in the wholesaling game does this. But again, I will tell you why. And again, I'm not trying to throw shade, but here, let me show this. So this is our government data set. So here it is. So you see this little map right here? Uh-oh, heavy traffic. I think I broke it. Dang it. I hate it when I break it. But pretty much you see this map right here. So every little dot in the map is a government list where we can get a bunch of data. So for example, right here, if you want to go here on this map, Des Moines, Iowa, we have government data for Des Moines. So probates, liens, bankruptcies, divorce, like any type of government list you want in Des Moines, we have that. We actually have the entire state of Wisconsin, every government data set, all the probates, all the pre-foreclosures, all the government data from Wisconsin. We actually have that, which is really cool. We have, I think, all of Pennsylvania. We have Pittsburgh's information. We got Allegheny counties. We have the whole state of Indiana, I'm pretty sure. Do I have the whole state of Indiana? Maybe not. We have Chicago code violations. We have Oklahoma City's government lists. We have all these insane government data points. We have a ton in Texas, a ton in Florida, a ton in South Carolina. And the cool part is you can just go on this map and figure out where all the government data sets are. Now, obviously, I ranked it by the most popular 100 markets, and then I just worked my way out here. Now, there's no signups. Just go to wholesaling.com. It's all in there for everyone in the community. Now, the cool part about it is, let's say, okay, I want to go out here and do Bay County's probates. Well, literally, this is how you do it, right? Here's the government data set. Now, when there's big dots, that means we have multiple ones in that county. So, for example, this is organized all by a state. So, except the ones on the bottom, I got to reorganize that. But pretty much like I want to go to Florida. So, for example, Polk County code violations, they're going to be right here. So you just click that link and it's going to take you to all the code violations in Polk County. If I want to go out here and get the fire damage properties in Fresno, I click here. If I want to get the probates in Daytona Beach, you click right here. If I want to go here to New Orleans code violations, it's right there. If I want to do, I believe, the entire state of Maryland, it's going to be right there. If I want to get the probates for Detroit, it's going to be right here. Springfield, Fayetteville, all this cool stuff, right? All the data sets are going to be right here. So, for example, for Fort Worth, what I did here, where is Fort Worth? Oh, it's Tarrant County. I mean, come on, right? So all the probates in Tarrant County are actually right here in this portal, but all the where's the Fort Worth? Hold on, I'm tripping here. All right, right here. Here's the data set. So if you click that, this is literally what I did. But Fort Worth, Texas is really cool. They just make it a little hard. But what you do is, what I did was I just went here to the Fort Worth, Texas data set. Hold on. There we go. And this updates literally every day. So this was updated yesterday. But you get a lot of downloads, but you just click the export button and you export it. And then I just cleaned up the data set. But that's literally all I do. I try to make it as easy as possible for everyone. And so I hear a lot of people are like trying to buy government lists and data. I saw this one guy, not this one gal. Let's call it a gal. I don't know. He or she. I don't know. But like people are selling government data for like thousands of dollars, which I just think is insane because it's free data from the people. It's very illegal to sell it. So I give it out for free. And it's just, you guys pay taxes, so you deserve to get this information. It's insane. And so I don't understand where anyone can ever just kind of struggle finding data sets now. Now, I'm going to make it even easier. You see list of the month? Actually, no, I can't share that. Can't share that. Can't share that. Sorry, my bad. Hold on. I gotta organize this. Okay, hold on. How do I share this the right way without getting in trouble? Oh, I'm going to get in trouble sharing this, aren't I? Ugh. Okay, I need to screenshot this and blur the information out so we don't get in trouble. My bad, guys. I'm going to have to screenshot this so I don't get in trouble. My bad. My bad, guys. Sorry about that. So let me just blur out this info really quick. Where's the bounty list? Okay. There we go. Perfect. Okay, where's the blur tool? Blur. I use smudge. There we go. Put strength at 100. All right, cool. We're going to blur this data really quick. There we go. Okay. Is that good? There we go. Okay, sick. All right. So this is the bounty list. Again, you just got to go in there, but let's go pop up an image. Please be blurred. There we go, it's blurred. So if you go out here, it's going to be all blurred out. So I'm very sorry for everyone. You just got to go to there to get it. But pretty much it has the phone numbers. You got to keep scrolling to the right. It's got all the phone numbers, all the name, the mailing address, the property address. And this is what I'm calling my bounty list for May. So Dallas County, vacant high equities, X leads for a year for free. So it's obviously a sick bounty. You just got to prove you did it. And boom, you're going to be absolutely crushing it. And so for the others data set here, nope, that's the wrong one. Here we go. For the Fort Worth code violations. There we go. I also put the valuations of the property. So don't be, hold on. Let's go blur this sucker out so I don't get in any trouble. There we go. Keep blurring this for a second. There we go. Okay. So, cha-ching. So this is going to be the free ones. And so the link to it obviously is in freewholesaling.com. So you need a link to it. You go to freewholesaling.com. It is pinned right on the top. And here are the code violations for Fort Worth, Texas. So let's go image. Is this it? There we go. And so this is what that one looks like. So pretty similar, but these are just going to be all the code violations for Fort Worth. And you just go in there, all the data set is in there, and it's just Fort Worth code violations that are open. So there were like, it was like 50,000. It was ridiculous. And then I had to filter out open ones. Then I had to filter out ones that weren't commercial. And then I just had to keep going down it to not make it too crazy. And so it's pretty simple. All we have to do is just get rich. I mean, I don't think it's going to get any easier to become successful now. So easy. So how do we do this? So what's the point here? Well, how do we start making money on this? Well, you just got to do the work. So pull the list, pull the data set. I just literally did half the work. So get to work. Now, how do I market to it? What's the best marketing system for these two lists? Well, this is pretty simple. I'm calling it the Antonio Brown method. Does anybody know why I'm calling this the Antonio Brown method? Let me know in the comments. Okay. Where's the site again? freewholesaling.com. We're calling this the Antonio Brown method. Please let me know in the comments. What do you think? Why am I calling it the Antonio Brown method? When you think of Antonio Brown, what do you think of? Greatness? Speed? There's one thing in mind. Because of the background. Antonio Brown is not fireworks. I don't know if you know who Antonio Brown is. If you like football, what does Antonio Brown remind you of? Okay, we're getting a lot of CTE. CT's ESPN's pretty good. Crazy. Okay. I don't think he's crazy. I think he's a low-key genius. Not really. I will tell you this. Antonio Brown's hilarious, though. You can't argue that guy's not funny. All right. Let's see. Let's see what other guesses we got on here. What do we think of when we get Antonio Brown? Because it's a rock star list. Melinda, you're too nice. No. Okay. So we're gonna. What do you think of Antonio Brown? I like to think of CTE. All right. So CTE. That is exactly who it is. All right. So I'm dubbing this, all right, the CTE method. Okay. Why is it the CTE method? All right, I'll tell you exactly why it's the CTE method. Oh, Lord Caesar. So I'm calling it the CTE method because that's all we have to think about when marketing to these lists. Call, text, email. CTE. All right. You have to be crazy not to do this. But I'm giving all these leads. And so you just got to call them, text them, and email them. Really simple. So what is this method? How do we do it? Crazy. A-B, easy. Okay, no. Call, text, email. Simple as that. How do you do it? Well, this is how you do it. You call the leads, call them up. You text the people that don't answer, right? And then you email blast the rest. I really can't make it as simple as this. You call the leads. You text everyone that didn't answer the phone. So if you call 100 people, 80 people might not pick up. You text those people. And then whoever doesn't answer the call and or doesn't answer your text, you're just going to email blast them. Does that make sense? I mean, this is the easiest way to go out here and get deals. There's really no excuse after this of why you can't get any success wholesaling. Simple. The thing about it is if you have no money, you just use Google Voice, it's all in there. It is completely all there for you. Everything is right there on your fingertips. So A wants to know, how can you pull out the data from the Excel spreadsheet? Well, what I would do is just go to ChatGPT and do it. But let's make it even easier, right? Let's look at this data set. So let's use the Fort Worth ones, right? So what I would do is I would just copy this data and then put it in my own spreadsheet, then export it as a CSV. That would probably be the easiest one. You can literally just use the spreadsheet yourself and then just call it and then see what the results are from there. It's pretty simple. I would use Google Voice for this. That's personally what I would do. Now, Eric says triple tap system. So Eric, that it would be best for triple tap. But Eric, if you have triple tap, you already have X leads. So I wouldn't even be doing this, right? This is for people that don't have X leads, I would probably say, because you can just do your own list, right? Now, there is one downside. I mean, everyone's going to be going out here and doing it. You go from there. Zell's hilarious. I downloaded the spreadsheet, but I'm not sure how to gain the data. Should I go to PropStream to skip trace? Homie, the data already has the phone numbers on it. And why would you pay 12 cents a record on PropStream if it's already in there for free? I mean, you could try to go to X Leads, but X Leads has 15,000 skip traces completely for free with every subscription. So X Leads is where I'd be at, but you don't even need X Leads for it. You don't need PropStream. You don't need X Leads. You don't need any of those softwares. You just have it skip trace. The phone numbers are in there. Guys, go in the spreadsheet. The phone numbers are in there. The emails are in there too. So it's all in there. The numbers are all in there. So let me check the spreadsheet one more time. I'm not going to share it on the screen because then you know what's going to happen if I do that. So I go to list of the month. Right there. It's called contact one phone. Contact one phone number. And boom, the number's right there. Cha-ching. Simple. Boom. Phone numbers are in there. You're good to go. So yes, so let me be honest with you. When you go pull the spreadsheet, there's going to be three data sets. All right. So that's what I do. So obviously this is the government list data set, right? This is the first one. So if you want to go pull the Tampa code violations, yes, it is not going to be skip traced. Go to X Leads, sign up there, get 15,000 skips and skip trace on there. Now, if you have no money, use True People Search Cyber Background Checks, take a lot more time. Now, I'm not going to click these because I can't give it out because the phone numbers are on there. But you see where it says list of the month right here? Click that one. That is going to be the Dallas list of the month. We're going to change the market every month, right? And then you see where it says government list of the month? That's where the skip trace data is. The skip trace data are on these two. This is just the master sheet of all the government data sets, right? See where it says here? Import that data you get and skip trace on X Leads. Do it for free on Cyber Background Checks, but that's how simple it is. Done. Now, I will recommend this to you. This is for people that literally can't use X Leads or can't use the software, because we're going to have thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of you got honestly, we're going to have tens of thousands of people probably call this list this month. Maybe even 100K, who knows? So that means it's going to be a tad saturated, this list. Now, when you have no money and you have no options, this is your best bet, obviously. So still do it. Now, the truth is we're going to have tens of thousands of people call this list, text them, and email them. That's just a true statement. But how many of those tens of thousands of people are going to call all the leads, they're going to text all of them, and then they're going to email blast them? Very rare. So this is why I am trying to help everyone from there. Yeah, so we're gonna do a different market every single time, obviously, but we're just gonna make it easier and easier and easier for everyone. So here's the thing, guys. If you are not in freewholesaling.com, which I don't know why you're not. I mean, literally, it's my free wholesaling course. I'm going to put on the bottom, freewholesaling.com. It's my free course in community. When I get people saying, oh, I can't find buyers, it's like, bro, the buyers are in the community. Like if I go inside of freewholesaling.com, I can find people who are making 50 grand a month that have plenty of buyers in Dallas, that have plenty of buyers in Fort Worth, that have plenty of buyers in Miami. You just got to be in the community. That's the thing. Simple as that. Now, here's the thing, guys. And I'm saying this, I'm being brutally honest. Okay. The separation in wholesaling is starting to happen. There is a divide happening. And this divide is happening between the people that are using AI, the people that are actually building a relationship and network with other wholesalers and doing everything. The separation between what I'm doing and me and Rick are doing on Flip of the Rig versus everyone else it only keeps growing, right? And the separation's been going on for a very long time. That's why I keep getting attacked by people that sell massive wholesaling programs because their pocketbooks are being hurt pretty bad. Now, I also have all the wholesaling software companies attacking me too. So I used to only get attacked by wholesaling coaches. Now all the wholesaling software companies, because everyone's canceling their softwares and going to X leads. So I'm being hit from both angles here. But the only people that have my back are the actual wholesalers. So we have three people in the wholesaling game. We have the actual wholesalers, we have the coaches, and we have the software companies, right? The wholesalers are the only ones that are behind my back because I'm trying to help them all out. Now, because I own xleads.com, I can't go to another wholesaling software, pull a skip trace data, and then give it to you guys absolutely for free because those wholesaling software companies will say, no, that's going to lose our sales. So I can't go to a certain wholesaling software and pull this, skip trace it on their software, and then just give it to you guys out for free. I was never allowed to do that. So I had to create my own wholesaling software company that's 10 times better than everyone else, provide a CRM, provide all this stuff just to give this data out for free. And so the separation is happening between X Leads and all the other wholesaling software companies. The separation between our community and everyone else's community, our course and everyone, it's just keeps dividing out. And I expect to be attacked 1,000-fold this year compared to last year because everyone's pocketbooks are just getting hurt. So I'm giving it all out for free. So here's the thing. I renamed freewholesaling.com. It used to be, freewholesaling.com used to be Zach's course, Zach and Rick's course. Now, do you guys know what I call freewholesaling.com now? Do you guys know the actual title of the community now? And this is not me being too verbose or too crazy. Do you guys actually want to know what I call? Let me know in the comments. What is the title to the community? We've changed the title 4 months ago. It used to just be called Free Wholesaling Course. It used to be Free Wholesaling Community. Guys, let me know in the comments. What do you guys think I changed the name to the community to? Right? Let me know. I literally changed the title of the community. Your guess is as good as mine. I'll tell you. We called the community. It's just called Wholesaling Real Estate now. You want to know why? Let me show you. It's called Wholesaling Real Estate. School.com/wholesaling. Shout out to Sam Ovens. He helped me out with this. But basically, when you go inside of school, you search wholesaling, there's nothing else that pops up except for this. We're number one on here. But we have changed the title to Wholesaling Real Estate. The reason we did this is because at this point, this is not just a wholesaling community. It's the wholesaling community. There's not one wholesaling community as big as this one. There's not many people giving out all the free value. This is wholesaling. This is it. This is the. There's not one place with as many wholesalers congregated. So we are wholesaling now. We're calling this wholesaling real estate because this is the wholesaling community. There's no other community now. Nobody's running numbers like this. Nobody's making more successful wholesalers than me and Rick right now. And so this is the place to be. I mean, every single day there's somebody in there saying, Zach, made 20 grand, 25 grand my first deal, 20 grand, 10 grand, 100 grand, changed my life. And there's just nobody running numbers like that because we have the most students. And I've decided to separate it even more. I said, screw it. I'm just going to give out all the government data for free. Now I said, I'm just going to give you the skip traces with the government data for free. I'm going to start pulling lists for you guys just to give you more value. So I can't physically make this any easier. I can't. I don't know. So you have a question about information? Go to Classroom. All the course material is in here on how to learn how to wholesale houses. You want to learn from our successful students? Go to Success Stories. They're all in there. You want to look at our live event recordings? They're all in there. You want to learn probates? PPS 3.0 courses in there for free. Digital bandit signs. I have my recorded appointments. Scripts. Learn creative finance. Learn how to JV. My email offer generator. How to email blast is all in there for free. I don't know what else I can do for here. I mean, it's ridiculous. Guys, I legit want to know in the comments because we're live. What price would I have to put on this course and community for you to pay for it? What would the price be? Would it be $100? You pay for it? $1,000? $5,000? How much would it be? If I decided, actually, no, let me show you what I can do right here. I have the power. This is the power that I have. Let me show you. Where is it? I can go in here, right? I can press add a price, and I can make this. If I click this button right now, freewholesaling.com would be private and $5,000 to access it. I physically have that. I physically have that power to go and just push it there. I can make the Discord $20 a month. I can make the Discord $50 a month. Cancel it and do it. But some people just don't want to. They don't like the. That's fine. We don't have to do it. Most people pay thousands of dollars for this stuff, and I'm giving it to you guys for free. This is how we go out here and do it, right? Again, you want to know when we go live, when we help people out? It's right here. This is our whole calendar. Our whole calendar is booked to teach people wholesaling real estate. Tomorrow we got our Discord at 8 p.m. Check out the Discord, right? There's nothing else you can do to become successful. It's all in here. And so this challenge is to separate you from everybody else. It's to stop the excuse of I can't get a list. I'm giving you the list for free. I'm giving everything out for free. You just got to pull the data and start getting rich, wholesaling real estate. So let me answer some questions, specifically with this, specifically with wholesaling houses, whatever you want. I'm always here for you guys. So let's run it up. Here is my streamer link. So if you want to hop on and talk to me, here's the streamer link. And I'm more than happy to talk to anyone who wants to talk. And I'll help you out with anything wholesaling real estate related. So let's break this all down. Are you bringing back free trials? We are not bringing back free trials because we're adding the AI into X Leads, and I can't get that for free. TRXN is so funny. How do I find cash buyers? I'll show you. Go to Classroom. You see where it says Dispositions? You click that, and you go through the Dispositions modules. Done. If you want to make it even simpler, Facebook groups, cash sales, X Leads is a dispo software. I mean, technically, you can just find JV partners. There's a lot of ways to find buyers. I think cold calling the for rent's probably the fastest, easiest way. Cordell says, do I need to manually plug in the necessary data from XLeads to email blast? So if you pull a data set, make sure you press lead trace when you export it. So the skip traces are free. And then you have the emails and you can just email blast, right? You can send, I think, thousands of emails a day absolutely for free. Some people are like 100 per day per account. Sometimes it's 500. You have 10 different accounts and you can do 1,000 a day. Pretty simple. Absolutely for free right there. Can't make it easier than that. All righty. See what questions you got. Made by Tico says, pulled a code violation list and started small tracing. I'm guessing it's skip tracing. Most of the numbers so far invalid. How can I have some help? How are you small tracing it? Where are you small tracing? I have no idea. Using X Leads, are you not? Curious. Melinda says, honestly, I was invited to a mentorship group that is 13, 20, and 30 grand, and I got more guidance from you guys. There you go. Telling you, this is the free stuff right here, and it's the stuff. Zach, what would you say to help us beginners land our first deal in terms of faster and the easier way? Probates, pre-foreclosures, code violations. I don't know what market you're in, Blue Stark Realty. I would tell you right now, probates and texting pre-foreclosures would be where I'm at. I don't even know what your markets are. So yeah, if you're using cyber background checks, True People Search, I love cyber background checks. I love truepeoplesearch.com, but you're going to get that if you're getting the free skip tracing. There's not going to be any free skip tracing provider that's more accurate than that until you actually get X Leads. So X leads is the most accurate skip tracing that I found. So go pull the data set that I provided. It's all X leads data. Test it out for yourself if you don't believe me. Torian.
Hey Zach, how you doing today?
I'm good, man.
Oh,
How are you, bro?
I'm doing good. Taking a walk.
Awesome. All
um,
right. Well, what's up? How can I help you out?
okay, so I got a deal under contract. Um, here it's close to my city. I'm in Indiana, so I got a deal under contract,
There
and
we go.
right now I'm just working on the dispo side, and I'm just trying to like get some tips on like so I could close the deal basically.
Yeah. We're in Indiana.
Kokomo, Indiana. I have it under contract in Kokomo, Indiana.
Okay, that's in Howard County. That's pretty good. All right.
It's a fix and flip also.
I mean, why don't we just find some buyers?
Yeah, I've been looking for I've been calling a lot. I got somebody looking at it today at 6 o'clock.
Okay, there we go, bro. I like
So
it.
yes, sir, yes, sir. But I'm working on that, and yeah, whenever I do get it closed, or once I get more deals, like so I could get like more deals. What route should I take doing that?
So how did you find that deal?
For sale by owner Zillow.
Okay. I mean, I would pull the government list, dude. I mean, if you
Okay,
pull the, I mean, if you go, let's look here. Let's look at that spreadsheet real quick. We got Indiana on there, I bet. Yeah, I got the Indianapolis code violations. I mean, I do that first.
okay. Where can I put it at? Can I put out X leads like or
Yeah, I would skip trace it and just throw that sucker into X leads. Import it, good to go.
okay? And then when I'm
You know
like
how to
when I
skip
get
trace
my
an X lead?
no, I don't got
All
it
right,
yet, but I've been
okay. Well, just to help everyone out really quick, let me show you. There we go. You can use the cyber background checks, right? It's just going to take you a while to skip trace it. But
uh-uh.
if you got X leads, just go to lead pipes property leads, and then where it says upload CSV right here, you click that, and then you just upload the data set. Simple as that.
Okay. And then isn't it can I put a government list like for free now or something like that?
Tori, you watch this video?
Yeah,
You're a smart guy. I don't know. Are you in freeholstein.com?
yeah, I am.
Look at the top pinned comment and then read it, and then click the link. And it's a spreadsheet.
Okay.
Can't make it
Okay.
any easier for you, man.
Yeah, it's all right there.
Let me show you. Okay, I'm gonna do this once. Test my patience, but we're good.
I apologize.
All right, this is freeholstein.com, right? Right?
Yeah,
Can you see it? Do you see the pinned
yep.
comment right here? You click that, you click the spreadsheet link, and it's going to pop up the spreadsheet right here. We're going to scroll down to Indiana right here.
hmm
Indianapolis code violations right here. Click that link, you'd be good to go.
Okay. And then do I have to like okay, I just clicked that. Okay. That makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, well, I wanted to let you know I got that deal under contract because like that was my first one, so I'm just wanting to get more
Proud of
done
you, man.
now.
Good job. That's
Yes,
awesome.
sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, Zach.
Well, we got to get marketing though still. We can't stop marketing.
True. Okay. Five to seven is the best time to do cold calls, you believe?
Oh, yeah, by far.
Okay.
Email blast, text blast, do whatever you can to get a deal, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's get this deal. What kind of spread are you looking to do on this deal in Indiana?
I have it under contract for 20K, so I'm looking to get like at least 10 for it.
So for 30K, make 10 grand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, ain't bad, man.
True.
I got to say anything bad about that. So congrats. You got on the contract. Let's go out here and let's get a dispo, bro.
Okay.
Can
I'll
you do
do
me a
that.
favor? Can you make sure that do me a favor and just make sure that the buyer is conditioned. What I mean by this is make sure the buyer before you walk through is ready to make a decision. Not just, oh, just come by. Hey, are you ready to make a decision on buying this if you come by and see it?
Okay.
And then get
Oh,
ready to sign an assignment. Be assertive. Don't be rude, but like be assertive and better chance of getting it closed.
yeah. Okay, that makes sense. And then since I'm not virtually doing it, but can I do it like do the contract virtually to the buyer if it works for them?
So I would print it out and I would have them physically sign it.
So
Is the
just go
seller
up
going to
there
meet you at the
probably.
house?
Um, no, I mean he's going up there. He get access through the back door, but
Why don't you meet the seller there?
okay, I could definitely figure that out real quick and then see because I knew that would make sense, so I could.
$10,000, Torian.
Okay,
Come
okay,
on.
you're right. Okay, you're right.
Okay,
So
let me ask you a
so
question, Torian. If $10,000 was buried in that house, would you find a way to get there right now?
right now, yeah, I'm
That's a
running.
lot of
I'm
money,
I'm
dude.
running on feet like I'm walking right now.
There we go. So do me a favor, go there, meet them, get the assignment signed, walk it through, and get them to sign that sucker.
Okay. And then when I do the assignment of contract with him, I just go over it, then let him sign the
Mhm.
just sign that right there. So it's
Yeah,
not even like
I don't know how much time you got. So we have a whole video on going over the assignment of contract and what everything means. I would prefer you go over it if you can. If you can't, I mean, whatever, you don't have much time, so we can't really cry about it. But give him to sign it. Good to go.
okay, 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 that works. So I'm gonna call him so I won't blow this deal. So he said he was looking for his next flip opportunity. So I think that would be the smartest thing to do. So
$10,000 is a lot of money, man. Come on,
okay, you're right.
you
It
got
can,
this,
it can
dude.
it can help me get more deals too. So I need it.
There we go, dude. So let's close this, man. Let's get down the finish line. You got this.
Okay, thank you, Zach. Have a good one.
There we go. Appreciate it. There we go. So Torian's a little confused there, but we really need him. Like, we really need him to get that deal. Come on. Let's go, Torian. Yo, Isaac.
Hey, what's up? Are you guys able to hear me?
Yeah, I'm good. I can hear you.
Hey, so I was trying to pull Cobb County public records for code enforcement, but for some reason it was like I had to click on it and I could only pull records individually. Is there like a skip trace? Or is there like a tool that I could use to like scrape it so that way I don't have to click every single
Cobb County,
time?
Georgia?
Yeah,
Are you talking about the code violations?
yeah.
Let me look.
So it makes you search it, and then I would just do like click A, B, C, like so that way I would get every just have something pull up for each like street. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, hold on. I see it right here. Hold on. So I think you go to advanced filtering. Almost got this. Hold on. Let me just make sure I got this set up. At least one search criteria needs to be entered. Gross rentals, taxable, total payment. So I go to code enforcement. So, okay, it needs location on here. So they changed this a little bit. So what I would do is I would just email Cobb counties and then just request for a list for 30 days. That sucks. They just changed it.
Yeah.
Dang. What are you going to do? So let's go out here and just request it from the county and you'll be good to go.
Okay. And then I also
All
had
open code violations for the past 30 days.
okay. And then also I had another question about like when should I change it to a new number? Because is it like every 75 calls or every 100 and something calls?
Google Voice?
Yeah, it's through the X leads. So yeah,
So Ninja mode?
Yeah.
Oh, Ninja mode? You're good on Ninja mode. So
Well, it's a Google Voice one.
Oh, you're doing the Google Voice integration instead of X
Yeah.
Lead. Okay, I would do every 50 calls.
Oh shit. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, because some lady was like, "You're a scammer," and I'm like, "Ma'am, I didn't ask you for any money. How am I a
Maybe
scammer?"
even every 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Up to you how
Okay.
many you have. I mean, I have a ton of Google Voice numbers. So
Okay. So, but I should just get get all the at least like 5 to 10 numbers. The
you don't need
ones.
to buy them. You can just you know how to get it one, right? You make a Google account, and then you can basically get a phone number connected to that. Use a friend, family member, sister, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, and then just
Yeah.
get an extra number like that.
Okay. I mean, I try to do that, but my family's like, I don't know. Like some of my family already have Google Voices, and I ask people in the group, and they're like, I try to set it up with theirs, and it would I feel like it kind of knows like your IP address, and I would try to fill out a Google Voice account like through incognito, and it still would kind of come up blank, like they wouldn't end up receiving the code. So I don't know. I maybe have to go somewhere else. So like, I don't know.
Up to you, man. It's your only free option.
Okay.
Being straight up with you. So try to get another couple ones.
Okay. So to use Ninja mode though, like if I wanted to use that dialer, I would have to set up my ATP.
No.
Okay.
You only need ATP for the texting.
Okay.
So the dialer's how much is the dialer? Let me see. So if I just go to xleads.com, you're going to be at the dialer for it is I think 92 cents per hour.
Oh, okay.
So it depends how many hours you do. But if you did like 50 hours in a month of calling, it'd be $40 for the dialer.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then $1.20 per number. It's going to be the cheapest dialer you're going to have. So it's really up to you which one you want to do. Yeah, that'd be the cheapest one unless you did like call rail for a couple numbers, but that'd be spam pretty quick. So it's really up to you.
Okay.
Now you could change the phone number. You can delete the phone number and then get a new one.
Like for
the one every time. It's a little more manual, but that is possible.
Like Google or through Ninja mode?
Google.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll probably try to do that then.
All right. Awesome, man.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. All right. And then we got Jalen. What's going on, man?
Oh shit, what's going on, man?
I'm good.
I didn't think you was gonna just pick me like that. What's
All
up
right.
with you? Yeah, I'm in the DMV area. I don't know if that's a good market.
Where DMV?
I'm in Maryland specifically.
Baltimore, Fredericksburg, Prince George County. Like,
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm like near like Annapolis. But
okay.
I'm on the shore though.
Okay. So you're gonna be All right.
Yeah, it's a little
I mean, your market's gonna be Baltimore, dude.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. But you're just gonna do kind of outskirts area.
Okay.
You're not going to the city of Baltimore. I mean, the truth is anything over like, I know this is crazy for Baltimore, but like really anything over $100,000 is going to be a good game in Baltimore because anything under 50, like just don't try to wholesale those $30,000 houses in Baltimore, man. Those are a pain in the butt, but you do outskirts a little more expensive, but not like super nice. You know, I mean, I literally find cheap real estate in low crime rates. That's what I'd be doing. And
right.
Baltimore.
Cool. I had another question too. Far as what are the best times to cold call, like to get the best, success rate, whatever.
So how much calling are you wanting to do?
I'm willing to do a lot, man. I got all the time on my hands right now,
So the best time to call is 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Oh hell yeah. Okay, cool.
If you want to call 12 hours a day, go do it, bro. The best times technically are 2 to 7 p.m. and the best times possible are 5 to 7 p.m. But you should spend a little more time calling. I would say for you, if you're willing to hustle, 2 to 7 p.m. is where I'd call, and then I would drive for dollars on the times you can't. Unless you don't have a car or anything like that. I mean, I don't know I don't know your situation, but I would drive for dollars, reverse drive for dollars if you can. If you can't, then you can just call.
Gotcha. So you do recommend driving rather than calling?
Oh yeah. It's less headache, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's just way easier too. You can listen to music and giggle and put sticky notes out versus just sitting there in the cold, dark dungeon and calling all day. I mean, that's the way I look at it. But I enjoy driving for dollars, reverse driving for dollars way more. Most people in here would agree with me. So try them both out. See which one you like.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'll definitely have a car to do that for sure.
Awesome.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
There we go. And then watch out. Just make sure in the look. I don't know. Are you from Baltimore? Do you live in? Do you used to live in Baltimore or anything like that?
Yeah, I used to live near the area. More by like Fort Washington area.
Okay, so if you don't know it too well, I would highly recommend you look at crime rates in Baltimore. I do know a
Gotcha.
couple guys get in a couple situations. You should not be driving for dollars in areas that are not good. But
Gotcha. I
I mean, here's the
appreciate
thing.
that.
I don't know if you're not from there, you probably don't know the air. Like, I just don't want you to take a wrong turn. You're in a bad area. I've had a couple baseball bats thrown at my window a couple times. I mean, I when you don't know an area, it's not good. So just
Oh
make sure you
wow.
look up crime rates and then the best areas for wholesaling there. All right.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's a bet, man. I appreciate that.
All right. Thanks, Jalen. And maybe too, if it makes it easier for you, try to call some buyers and see where they're looking to buy too, and drive for dollars in those areas. Might be a little
Got,
easier too.
gotcha. And I can't negotiate with an agent, right? That's like no for real.
Like on market properties,
Yeah.
you can do it. I don't recommend it.
Right.
So I would not do it.
Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. That'll work.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks, Jalen. There we go. All right. Let's just keep helping people out. Chris, what's up, man? Cruz. Wake up, Chris. All right. Yo, Dre, wake up.
Oh yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah, just
There we go.
checking some stuff. Yeah. So yeah, Zach. I kind of had like just two quick questions. So basically, with I've never gotten a deal by like just calling a regular list I pull from a software. It's always been from a government list, right?
Mhm.
But the thing is, when I do government lists, I have to manually skip trace them like all the time. So I never really, unless it's code violations. Code violations are the only thing I wouldn't have to manually skip trace. So, and then I don't have a lot of them too. So it only takes me like a couple hours a day to call. So I can't go from my regular 2 to 7 calls. I go from like 5. So I'm trying to ask, what do I do from like 2 to 5 then, basically until I get to those lists? Because I feel like I'm just not doing a lot when it comes to that. Like I skip trace, and then like when 2 hits, I'm just like, I'll wait till the better times to call, so.
I mean, for you, it would be email blasting, text blasting, and then JVing with people would be your best use of time, and digital bandit signs, obviously.
Okay.
But I think you should try to get some JV deals, man. I think you really can.
Like JVs and okay, so just try to get JV deals mostly, right? Like in the Discord
Not
and stuff.
mostly, but like, I mean, spend a couple hours, like build some relationships, some new guys out here, and get on the phone with them, start building a relationship. I think get some good JV deals from that too.
All right. Oh, and also one more question. So I sent you guys a deal. This one was, wait, what deal was it? Oh yeah, this one was a condo deal, and it was in Dayton, Ohio. It's Inglewood, and this one was very, very weird because I couldn't find like a good buyer for it. And everybody who did want to buy it for me, they're just, oh yeah, I'll do it subject to. I've never done a subject to before. So yeah, like I was just kind of wondering, like, do you think, because somebody recommended me this, do you think like it has like a little bit of repairs on it? Do you think I should do like a novation on it?
No.
You don't think so?
I think it's a terrible idea.
Okay.
I don't like novations at all, man. You can do it if it's the right one. I mean, very rare. I don't prefer novations. I don't have to say anything bad about it. It's just not what I'd rather you do. I'd rather you just do a clean assignment if you can.
Okay. Yeah, because I reached out to you.
The reason why it's not selling.
Yeah,
it's the price.
Yeah, that's the thing too, because they owe like what I locked it up for, that's what they owe for basically. So it's like if I wanted to get it any lower with the cash, people were just like, oh yeah, max I would go is like 150, and I locked it up for 150. I'm just like, god damn, I really can't do anything. So what do I do in this situation?
I mean, I'd renegotiate the price.
Yeah, I can't go any lower because they owe like 150 on it.
Why can't you do a subject to then?
I mean, I could. I just never done it before.
Do it subject to.
Subject to? Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
I would JV with somebody in the group that is really good with subject twos,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how I do it.
All right then. Yeah, I'll just okay.
Somebody I'd probably do it with someone that actually buy the subject to themselves, and there's plenty of people in the group in Dayton that would do it.
Okay. Do you know anyone in specific I could just message and?
I'll let them reach out to you.
Okay.
So there's a couple guys there's really guys in Cincinnati. I think they'd buy it. So one person I'd talk to actually is, who could I bring this deal to? Let me look. Jeez, you got a lot of these guys. Okay. Hold on. Do Grant Painter.
Grant Painter?
Yeah, talk to him first.
Where is he? Is he in Discord?
He's in freeholsing.com.
Oh, okay, school. Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to him then.
He'd be the guy I talk to first.
Grant Painter. All right, perfect. Let me write his name down. All right, I'll give him a message. Thanks.
All right, appreciate it.
Okay, thanks. Okay, bye.
Trey, are you upset over the Maple Leafs? I bet he's all crying about it. Toronto boy got destroyed. Game 7. Let's see here. Next year we got Melinda. What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I've been following you and your dad for like over a year, and this is my first time on the call. So,
Oh, that's your fault. I'm always
Hey,
on here.
I
I
know.
don't go anywhere else.
So I have a few questions for you. The first one is when I download a list to XLeads, and I already have some leads in there. So I have like some probates and I have some foreclosures. And if I download this new list that you just gave me today, is there a way to separate that when you're going through it?
Okay, so if you have X leads, I would not use this list I provided because it's going to be hammered. I'd rather you do it in what market are you in?
Well, I live in Washington. I have boots on the ground in Colorado, Georgia, and as of yesterday, Dallas.
There we go. Where in Washington?
I'm in Kent, so I'm kind of between Seattle and Tacoma.
Have we talked before?
No, I've been all over your comments and stuff, but
I've been talking to a lot of people in there. Interesting. Okay.
I really want to move to Denver as quick as possible. And so I'm not sure. That's one of my later questions is what would you suggest for breaking into Denver?
I would just I would not break into Denver, but I would just virtually wholesale. I would just choose a couple markets and I'd virtually wholesale there. Seattle's going to be very, very difficult, to be honest with you. There are a couple of successful people I do know in Washington State. They can't do it. My best advice, if you do it in person, is obviously doing probates. So we helped a gal out. She got, I think, 80 grand her first deal for probate, or 75 grand. She's got a really cool story. I don't know if she wants to let everyone know about her market, so I'll keep on the DL. She's in Washington though. Her and husband got a lot of stuff, so that's pretty cool. But so I would individually pull lists that you're going to virtually wholesale, and then I would market to them. That's just how I'd personally do it. You got a lot of markets going on. So are you going to move to Denver?
Yes, I hope so.
Okay. So I think Texas would be a good virtual market for you.
Okay.
Or yeah, because you're West Coast, so it's gonna be a little brutal on the other. It's gonna be brutal to do East Coast probably. Oklahoma's really good too. I like Oklahoma also. I mean, it's really up to you. But I'd pull list and market it to. If you have X leads, just do your own list. It's gonna be way less hammered.
Okay. So if I want to use your list,
you can.
I stay off of X leads.
So if the data set's already there, so you can import that data set from the challenge bounty, or whatever we got, and you
Mhm.
can import that into Ninja mode.
Mhm.
Do you know how to do that?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So if you need help, I mean, every Saturday we got the X Lead stream, so I can always help anyone on there. But I would put it into Ninja mode, and I'd start texting, marketing, doing whatever you want.
Okay. And if I only have the basic plan right now. So for
That's all
what's
you need.
the fastest or efficient way to get the calls going? Because I mean, honestly, if I'm trying to reach it, I could make 20, 30 phone calls for just 3 or 4 different houses. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And not necessarily get anybody. So what's the fastest way to get through like 100 or more calls a day?
So Melinda, if you really want this to actually be probably the easiest thing to do, can you go on the X Leads support call on Saturday morning at 7 a.m. your time, and just hop on? I'm gonna do a let me actually make the top. We're gonna do a game plan.
Okay.
So we're gonna do X Leads game plan on. Let's do. Hold on, I'm gonna write it so I don't forget. X Leads game plans for wholesaling deal. Okay. So I'm open the floor for you. I don't have 20 minutes to just break this all down for you right now. But
Okay.
Saturday morning I will, which would be a lot better. But
Okay.
I want to get more into a system with you, but I just don't have the time right here.
Okay.
But
I appreciate
I
that.
want to do some more details and do you right. And then everyone's invited on, if you have X Leads. If you don't have X Leads, you're invited to on the X Leads YouTube channel. If you just search X Leads on YouTube, we got a little channel in there. And every single Saturday, 10 a.m., me or Rick are on there. I'll be on there. Be good to go.
Awesome. One other question: bandit signs. Should I pick them up? I've only got like, well, I didn't pick them up last week, and half of them got taken, so I don't have a lot. But
I mean, I would put them if you still have them, but I would do digital bandit signs.
okay, I need to learn digital bandit signs.
Yeah, it's in freewholesaling.com. You'd be good to go. So you're just posting in Facebook groups, stuff like that, and I think you'll get a lot of good results doing that.
Oh, you know what? You did tell me that on Discord somewhere, and I did that, and I actually got a lady who she contacted me at church because she saw that, and then she flaked on me. But whatever, it's a
You
start.
gotta do it every day.
I never got that far.
I'm telling you, Melinda.
Okay.
Are you a mom?
I am a grandma.
You're a grandma. Hey,
Yes.
I thought you had a newborn. That's what I thought.
Thanks.
It's a little blurry, so you look 29 right there. So
Awesome.
basically,
it.
what I could tell you is I was taught that's how you do it. But basically, the best groups for digital bandit signs are mom groups. Zach Ginn, can't go in the mom group and talk about, it's the best park to bring the kids to, but you can do that. And so I think the local moms groups in Denver and Washington are the most underutilized one for digital bandit signs. Because to be honest, most wholesalers are just like 20-year-old dudes. And so they can't really break into that Facebook group. That's going to be your best one.
I'm there.
There we go.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. I'll see you Saturday.
All right, Melinda. See you Saturday.
All right. Hey, one plug for you guys. I wasn't kidding. I just put in that somebody invited me into a program where they paid $30,000 and they could have someone come in with them as a partner. And you guys have, I feel like I've really not gotten anywhere with them. You guys have by far totally crushed it. So thank you. You're amazing.
There we
and
go.
all of that right back to you guys.
All right, Melinda. That's awesome. Telling you, don't pay for it. Get it for free.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
See you Saturday.
Appreciate it. I had some, I saw somebody was telling me there's this, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say okay. So yeah, so we do go live every single Saturday on the X Leads YouTube channel. So that is going to be my next live stream technically on YouTube. So if you want to go there, check it out. It's right here. Let's see. Oh, Lord. So if you go here to X Leads on YouTube. So you go here, X Leads, and if you go live, it'll be on there. So check it out, X Leads YouTube channel. That's where we're going to go live next. And then tomorrow, we're doing our Discord call. So if you want to go and join the Discord call, I will be there I'll be there Friday at 8 p.m. So if you want to check it out, just go to zachdiscord.com and I'll be on at 8 p.m. But guys, we have the free lists. We have the free data. Go to freewholesaling.com for that data set we provided today. And you are going to be on your way to success wholesaling houses. I promise you, it is not difficult. Give me the list. I'm skip tracing it. I can't make it any easier. Go out here, become successful. Learn at freewholesaling.com, and I'll see you soon. This is Zach Ginn signing out. Have a blessed one. Thanks, guys.